most famous physical therapist on the internet.
Well, hi there, folks. I'm Bob Schrupp, physical therapist.
Brad Heineck, physical therapist.
Together, we are the most famous physical therapists on the internet.
In our opinion, of course, Bob.
So today, we're going to talk about how to kick higher. These are going to be advanced hip stretches.
Right.
And somebody stated, "I wish I knew this years ago." He's a second-degree black belt. Who could that possibly be, Brad?
That's right. People would say, well, they're out of their arena, but actually not. I spent 17 years practicing martial arts, and I really wished I knew these hip stretches because my side kicks and round kicks definitely would have been higher. So
Yeah, look at this guy.
yeah.
So what is this, Brad? Do you want to talk about it now?
Yeah, this is actually a book I wrote just coming out of college when I was active in karate, and I made it for stretching, strengthening, and injury prevention of common injuries for anybody in karate, particularly instructors or beginners or anyone in between. And
It's actually a Kindle book.
Yeah, it is a Kindle book. It's a great price, and you're going to learn a lot about my
You can't
my
beat the
advice.
price. Beat
Yeah,
the price.
yeah, and it's you're gonna get some good benefits from, but this information is not in there.
Okay.
We just learned this from Kelly Starrett,
Right.
and
Author of the Becoming the Supple Leopard.
Right.
So
So-
excellent book too.
and a high kicker.
Yeah. By the way, if you're new to our channel, please take a second to subscribe to us. We provide videos how to stay healthy, fit, pain-free, and we upload every day. Also, go to bobandbrad.com. Go to the giveaway section, and we're always giving something away. What it is, we don't know.
Because it's a future video.
This is a future video. Check it out. Let us know. Put it in the comments. You can also go to Facebook. It'll be pinned to the top of the page, the
Yep.
contest. Go to Twitter, Instagram, or TikTok if you want a 60-second version of our program each day. And what do we have now, Brad?
Oh, we've got a podcast.
Yep.
I don't think this is going to go on a
The
podcast.
pod people.
Yeah.
So, all right, Brad, take it away. You're the second-degree black belt. So
That's right. Now, I do want to mention one quick thing. The reason with this book, I show specific stretches for specific kicks. If you want your front kick higher, you do this, this, and this. If you want your side kick higher. So, but again, like I said, I didn't have this knowledge. And Kelly Starrett just came out with this in the last few years, right?
yeah, well, it's been a number of years. but-
Well, before I was into
right,
the
way
field.
before.
Can we grab Sam and bring
Sure.
him over here?
Yeah.
Because I show a really good job of how to stretch muscles and the joints to a degree, but these advanced stretches are going to get right to the
Really focusing on the joint.
the hip capsule, which if you see this brown tissue here, that represents the hip capsule. If that's tight, it doesn't matter how flexible you get your muscles, and if your hip capsule is tight, it's going to limit your kicks.
Yes, it is.
So we've got to get to that as well as the stretching in the muscles. So let's get right to it, Bob. That's what we're going to go after.
yeah, this isn't wasted, by the way. I mean, you
Oh,
have
no.
to stretch the muscles too,
Right.
but we're going to do both now.
Yeah.
So
And this is just, I did these, and it's like, I really said, I wish I knew this
yeah,
25 years ago in my
yeah,
prime.
it's cool. It's cool stuff. It really is.
All right. So the first one, you know, talk about a little bit about Kelly Dr. Start.
Well, I guess he's Dr. Starr. He's big into CrossFit, by the way.
Yeah.
But the book, by the way, Becoming the Supple Leopard. He sold like 500 to 600,000 copies.
And it's
So it's a
directed,
bestseller.
directed
Bestseller.
directed towards high level athletes.
I think even a regular person can be using it, Brad.
Sure,
because
you bet.
I couldn't squat beyond 45 degrees, and I can almost get down to a level now.
Sure.
So what are you doing? Taking a nap, Brad?
No, this is one of the ways you get at that hip capsule. Get your butt up against the wall, lie on the floor. And it's kind of nice. You can almost relax. You can relax while you do this, and you should relax. Think about your breathing. As we all know in the martial arts, we're going to breathe, relax. Now, watch my feet. We need to get them out this way. Point your toes up towards the ceiling. Don't let it go out like this so much. And I can feel a stretch already.
I bet you feel it in your hamstring. I bet you feel it in your hip adductors too, don't you,
Yeah,
Brad?
right in here. Now I'm gonna take here. I actually just go like this. I use my elbows because it's a little easier. And right there, I can feel a really aggressive stretch in those hips. And the thing is here is it's going to relax and hang out, as Kelly says.
Yeah.
Just,
you know what I do, Brad, on this one is I actually do it on a bed. I slide up to the bed.
yeah.
and I put my feet on top of the bed at
Yeah.
first, and then I put it on the edge.
I see. Yeah.
So it gets to be really close.
Oh,
So
now I
yeah.
just dropped my feet down. It's like, whoa, is that starting to get intense? And again, you don't want to rip the muscles off the bone.
Yeah,
Sometimes people in karate, they think no pain, no gain. Well, you don't want to tear your muscles. You don't want to get set back. You want to go after this. It's going to take, be some time. You may be hanging out here for 1 to 3 minutes, depending on, and you might give it a little break.
or much longer if you want.
Exactly.
Yeah.
For starting out, I
Yeah,
would
for
I would
starting
not
out.
start out at 5 minutes.
No, a really good stretch because you're getting a lot of muscles all at once, and it's a functional pattern.
Right, it is
So-
right. It's definitely going to help those side kicks and those round that height
Help
of
your
those
squats too.
Oh, yeah. I
All
got
right.
to tell you though, I got to continue to emphasize: don't get too aggressive on these, because I
Yeah.
think I'm pretty safe in saying people in martial arts have that extreme tendency to
Sure.
push it hard, and we don't want to get injured. As
Yeah.
I got older, I realized that's right.
And with all these today, if you have like loose joints, or you have rheumatoid arthritis, or you have osteoporosis, you shouldn't be doing these.
Right.
So
Right. And
This-
most people are pretty aware of that.
Yeah,
That
with
that have that.
karate.
Yeah.
sure.
Okay. Number 2.
Or martial arts, I should say, right?
Yeah. For
Yeah.
this purpose, everyone knows what we're talking about.
Right.
If you have, I was talking to Bob. Most people in martial arts are gonna do this without a pad. But if you're a little older and you got knees like mine,
Or if you're a lot older,
Yeah.
and he's like his.
put a little pad under that knee. It just makes it a little more comfortable. Then you can stretch better. So we're going to do a deep lunge. Really stretch it out as far as you feel comfortable. You're going to hang out there and what does Kelly say? Doodle around a little bit.
Noodle around.
Noodle around. Yep.
Yeah.
And you'll feel that hip. It really works the hip. We're not doing the hamstring here. We're getting that hip capsule. Now we're going to go from this point now, chest or belly to the knee or the thigh, and we're going to roll in that way.
See, he's rotating that hip outward
Oh, yeah.
into external
Boy.
rotation.
That really gets after that. I swear to God, I've never felt stretches like this, and I stretched a lot in my younger years.
Yeah, he's got some innovative ways. The other thing he does, he'll grab the ankle, Brad,
Oh, yeah, that's
and
right.
then use the arm to leverage it.
Yep. So grab here, elbow here,
Yep.
and push out.
Like that.
Yep. And then that one where you push here, and then you push your chest away from the knee.
Sure, yes.
Wow. I swear, I bet you I could increase the height of my kick by about a foot. I'm pretty much retired from karate now, but I started when I was 22 and I went till I was about 40 some years old, and my daughter was born and life came about. I didn't have the time. Oh,
Well, if you need to ride a fat horse, you can get on it.
yeah. Make sure, obviously, you do both legs. For this
Right.
video, I'm only going to do one, but it is amazing. And Bob was telling
Yep,
me
I've
about
been
this,
doing it,
and I
yep.
was like, "Oh, Bob, you must be exaggerating a little bit." You weren't.
No, I wasn't at all.
Now, this next one is even more advanced.
It's one of my favorite ones, but you need some equipment for
Yeah.
it. And again, caution. This is not for people who have a hip that could dislocate, or
if you're hypermobile,
hypermobile
you've
or
had any kind of dislocation,
osteoporosis.
obvious a hip replacement. No
No.
way. This is for healthy people
Yeah.
trying to kick high that are very supple and
So what he
whatnot.
has here is he has a wall anchor, which is nice because you can hook up these bands to the wall anchors.
Yeah, you don't have to have a wall anchor if you had a really stout table, or you put a eye bolt or something in the
Yeah.
wall, so you have a solid anchor, and then a loop band, but it needs to be the heavy duty
Right.
loop band. What is it? This one is the 125-pound one.
Sure.
So you want a little stretch, but not much.
Yeah, our set comes with 5 of those bands, and that's the heaviest one.
Yep. So I'm going to put my leg through the loop band, and I'm going to bring it up in my crotch as high as we can go, because we want to get to that hip socket.
Yeah, it's going to work on that band around the hip socket,
Yep.
the capsule they call it.
So get it up in there. Don't be shy. Just get it up where it
I'm gonna get
belongs.
on this side, Brad, and grab
Now-
a ruler here.
Even the toughest martial artist, if you got a hard floor, you're going to want to put a cushion down, because you're going to get a better stretch. So I'm
You
going
actually
to
are.
angle this way.
So
get-
he's got the the knee almost is kind of underneath the belly button is
Yep.
where you want it, Brad.
Yep.
And then he leans to the side here, and he's actually like he's trying to push the hip ball out of the socket is what he's trying to do.
Yep.
And that by doing that, he's stretching the capsule. And again, he's going to noodle around. Then he goes into flexion, and then he can also move the hip into internal and external rotation. Right now, he's moving to external rotation by using the other leg.
Internal.
Oh, internal rotation. That's right. Yeah.
Everyone gets that mixed up.
Yeah, and that's the one I need help with, and I actually work that one a lot.
I externally rotate really well. If I go the other direction, that's my limitation. That's just the way my body's made. But I'm pulling on this now.
Sure.
I'm going to go out a little bit farther because it loosened up a little bit. So I'm going to move things out just a little bit more, little more pressure. Does not hurt. It feels like
No,
a
you
good
shouldn't have
stretch.
any pain at all.
Yeah.
No pain whatsoever
Yep.
on these. That's not the idea. The idea is to stretch it, and I've noticed, like, the way to do this is to check things, and then test and then stretch, retest.
Right. Sure.
That's what you want to do, because you prove it to yourself whether or not it works or not.
Sure.
So measure your kick. I don't know how you do that, Brad.
Well, I think the way I would do it, because kicking is pretty dynamic, it's hard to measure unless you're actually doing a kick. If you got, something you're kicking, someone's holding something,
Sure.
you measured it. But I wouldn't just stretch and then kick. Obviously you got to get some warm up, some dynamic motion going. But I would, where you kick now, I would stretch like this for maybe a week. Get used to how to stretch, how to do it, and work that in with your other stretches that we talk about. Good warm ups, and then see your kicks go higher.
Yeah, you'll be able to tell. I mean, you'll know. Yeah.
Yeah, that's great.
Oh, good Lord.
All right, good luck with those kicks. I'm sure they're going to help.